Wait for more people to join and then we'll kick it off, but I hope everyone is doing amazing. See, Eelsbot EDR, Bitcoin Baddie, DJ Connor Buntain. What up, guys? Yeah, that's it, Eels. Just spitting straight facts. If everyone's doing amazing. Hey, nice DJ. Okay. Got my coffee. Ready to rock and roll. So, we may as well kick it off now. Yeah, but hope everyone's doing amazing wherever you guys are. Obviously, Gen 2 is still underway, which is super, super cool to see. Them all kind of flowing in. I still obviously got a few to evolve. I'm just kind of slowly evolving them. Because I also just want to drip it out. But I might actually evolve one today, I think. I'm going to do a little video of myself evolving one for the socials to show people what it's all about. But I love seeing everyone's reactions so far. It's been really, really positive. It's been really cool. And there's one actually, I need to find it. I saw it in OpenSea. I don't know who owns it, but fuck, it looks crazy. I really like it. So today we are working on honorary. Again, we need to get this form sorted. So I think Spicy's going to get onto it because the guy who normally does it just kind of at the moment. But once that's kind of rolled out, then we'll be able to kind of get your base pads and we can really kind of get the honoraries properly underway. But what we'll be working on today was basically two things. So I just need to finish off these glasses, these kind of gold glasses, just a little bit of adding a bit of shine to it. But the main one that we will be working on is a new hand trait, and I think you guys are gonna like it. Let me just. This is what the sketch is. Basically I might just cut it out a little bit so when I put it over there, it doesn't obstruct too much. But it's like a some kind of futuristic mushroom gun, and that will kind of fit here. Yeah, I started going pretty wild with it. I was like, I could add more detail, but then I was like, fuck it, just calm down because also like Gen 1, it's a bit heavier line weight, and if you start to add too much finer details, it will kind of get a bit clunky and it get a little bit lost. But I think that would look really cool with the cyberpunk armor. So yeah, I think people are going to have a tough job of picking the traits that they want for the honoraries, but that's kind of the whole point. I want to kind of create all these really cool traits that not everyone's just going to go, like not everyone's going to go for one of the coolest traits. They should all be equally cool. That we get a lot of kind of different combos. So without further ado, we'll kick it off, and I'll just turn this one off for the moment. Sorry, my nose is a bit blocked at the moment. I don't know if it's the allergies. My girlfriend's got the same. Okay. Let's go back to the glasses. This is just really quick. I'm just going to lock this. And we're just going to add subtle line to these with some stroked path. If you hold shift as you pull a path as well, it will do it at 45-degree angles. So always helpful. We'll do a bigger one there. Okay. Just going to paste it in place. Might move these ones just because shit. Sorry guys. Just pushing it over because it's like clashing a little bit with the underlying shine in the glasses themselves. Ah yeah, sorry. And this one can go over here. Let me add this in. Okay. Might add a little bit of sparkle. See how this goes. I don't know if we'll add it. Just gonna lock it. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. And we just group it all up, and now we got some new glasses. Just gonna put glasses, I don't know, gold. Just gonna put cyberpunk gold. Press save. Okay. Okay. So the man of the just gonna blow my nose. Just gonna block my microphone. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. So turn off some of these bottom layers just for now. Okay. We might do is create a line over here, duplicate this, and then what we're going to do, we're going to do a bit of working over here because it's easier to work with the asset like a gun on a when it's on a horizontal plane because I can get everything lined up a lot easier, and then we can kind of take it back in and adjust it. Okay. And I should turn this down a bit. And I might just turn this up to red or yellow. Let's see. Okay, where are we gonna start on this bad boy? I might just place this here just as the very center, and we'll start working on adding. So we're just gonna like get as many of the shapes in as possible. Um, so I'm gonna use some ellipses here, maybe a bit bigger. I might change this to red again or pink or something. Yeah, it's a bit better. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. So again, it's all just gonna be and to bring this down. Inside this little bit here is gonna be so it's gonna be like a panel of like radioactive bubbles coming through the gloves. There'll be like a panel of like open glass, and there'll be a panel in here as well, which I think is cool. With like a kind of intricate piece like this. Sometimes don't know where to begin. I'm gonna do this. It's probably the Illustrator. I try to start to make. I want everything to be really precise. I kind of like that. I don't know if I should share it a little bit. Yeah. Um, okay, unlock this. Make it 9. Actually make it 8.5. Um, I mean, this probably does not make sense yet, but it'll make sense in a bit. Let's get it nice and precise. Bring it over. There we go. And now we are going to cut some of this up. I'm just going to duplicate the layer because if it kind of fucks up or whatever, I'll have something to go back on. Let's delete this. Yeah, that's looking cool. Okay, that's looking alright. Just need to grab these lines and just okay. My cats are gonna be weird. Bibi! Okay. Um Okay, so I'm just using the same ellipsis from there because then it kind of matches the perspective. But it's why it's better to work on this kind of horizontal plane because you can build it up by copying a lot of the previous shapes and just changing the sizes and spaces and adjusting it a bit. And it should all fit together pretty well. But yeah, mushroom handguns. I feel it should have been a. I would have done Gen 1 again. Feel like it should be a trait in the whole collection. But they see honoraries. You guys will get something special. That's it, jungle. Yeah, I know. The again the form. I know we've been saying we needed the form, but again with the everything with Gen 2 rolling out, it just got away from us. But I know I think Spice is on top of it, and we'll collect your kind of base pads, and then you guys will be able to, as I said, build your honorary up. But you know, as I said at the start, like I think I want to kind of make really kind of cool traits that no one's. It does make it hard for you guys to choose. So you know, it's not just 50 honoraries with the same handful of traits. I think a lot of people are there's gonna be something in there for everyone, which I think will be cool. Okay, this is gonna go out like that. And yeah, the mushroom hang though. Fucking pretty cool. Pretty cool. Um I'm gonna make it like this one a bit off, so there's gonna be a little gap there. It's gonna go like this. It's like a cylinder. I mean, this is where I love Illustrator, but it's also it can also get very laborious. and everything is exactly precise. This is kind of, so it's gonna be like an eyeball here. And there's gonna be like a mushroom kind of head. Okay. I'll bring this down. Mushroom tip, just a tip. That's it. Just the tip. The game me and my cat play. Anyone here, actually just random question. Anyone here watch the TV show Inside Job? It's like cartoon on Netflix about this team that works for the shadow government. Kind of reminds me of like Rick and Morty, but not as good, but still pretty good. Just gonna change this to just need to I'm just getting all the layers in there right, kind of background parts, just so I can see where everything's fitting. And I'll turn that one off. One second, I'll just grab it. It's pretty good. Like yeah. The only thing is, like, that's what I was kind of asking. I don't know if it has two really good seasons, and like the last season, like the end of the last uh, the final episode was actually like really like there's heaps of shit happening, and the story had really advanced itself. Because the thing is, as well, it's also like it is cartoon and it's comedy, and there's wicked kind of concepts in it, but the characters do grow over time, and they've got like long story arcs, and the story also has like a long story arc. And then I'm not sure if when the third season's going to come out or if Netflix is renewing it, you know. But yeah, exactly. It's like I don't know. Like there was the TV show Mindhunter. I love like gritty crime stuff, and I also love serial killer documentaries and stuff. The Mindhunter showing you kind of like how the behavioral science unit got created back in the day with the FBI, and then the way they also got the actors to portray these like famous killers like Ed Kemper and Son of Sam and Charles Manson, and like the even the Son of Sam, I know that they must have put prosthetics on him because he looks identical to the killer. Like they just did really, really good jobs of even like portraying these killers. And they just 2 seasons and it's done. And I'm like, what's happening? Like, how can that not be renewed? How the fuck can that not be renewed? And then there's like some absolute shit on Netflix. But I guess it's just down to, I don't know, ratings, you know? It's not pulling its weight, unfortunately. How it
I
goes.
actually just read an article recently about that. It was, Netflix used to be the service where canceled shows would get revived or saved, and now it's kind of the streaming service where shows just get canceled. They've canceled over 26 fantasy series alone just since the beginning of the year.
Shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see that as well. Like, the thing is, okay, there was this other show, right? And like, I I quite like sci-fi stuff, and I like sci-fi stuff where there's like a bit of a mystery. And there was one, I forget. It was basically like a western. It's like a western with this like sci-fi kind of spin to it, where this massive hole just would rock up on this guy's property. And the problem was, I watched the whole 2 seasons, and like everything's getting crazier and crazier. And then when it gets to the final episodes, nothing is resolved. It just makes me like there's way more questions that need to be asked. And then I find out that they're not continuing it at all, like that. And I'm like, how? I'm never going to get closure on that. And I just feel wasted hours of viewing time on it. Um, Disappointing.
Uh, yeah, I've got at least probably 5 shows in my watch list that I'll probably never get to now just because they've canceled the show. And
That's fine.
um, I'm sure I'm not the only one. That's like, why even bother starting? Okay, this cool show's coming out. The show looks super dope, but why even start watching it if there's a high chance it's just going to be canceled after this season?
100%. 100%. Um, yeah. I guess also like I don't know, like I don't know. I mean, I know it must be like a reflection of what people like, you know, so it's it's just sad when you find something that has so much potential and is quality compared to other shit on there, but then you just realize like maybe majority of people who watch stuff are just idiots and they just want like some just shit. And it just makes me lose faith in the audience. Um,
I mean, it's definitely a bummer because before streaming back in the day, that they used to give shows time to develop and get a follow. Look at Seinfeld.
yeah,
Seinfeld got shit for ratings the first 2 seasons, and even season 3 was when it started to pick up, but it wasn't really hitting until like season. But now it's like if it's not an instantaneous hit, it's gone. And
yeah,
it's even a little bit harder now because I mean, with streaming, you're not sitting down at the couch watching TV where you're getting blasted with commercials the whole time. So you're actually seeing what shows are coming out. I might not even find out a show exists until it's been out for 6 months. By then, it's
yep,
canceled.
yeah, yeah. I also think like it's now also, you know, a little bit back in the day was they had kind of like limited there's just limited channels, you know, like there wasn't as much competition for our viewing, you know. So, you know, if I was a TV station, I picked up a show like Seinfeld and it's not doing the best, it's kind of like, well, who cares? Because some people are just going to watch it because they've only got 7 channels to choose from, you know, like there's not that much other stuff to watch. Whereas like if something doesn't pique our interest straight away, um, you know, they would just go to another service, go to another show, go play video games, go on fucking YouTube. I do know that like it does like the newer generation is very much like if something doesn't get them in the first like 3 seconds or whatever, it's just move on, move on, move on. I mean even myself, like, hey, but ADR, hey, I didn't, hey, I was not big one. Fuck, now all I can see is it's supposed to be a mushroom, guys.
That
It's
sounds like
supposed to be,
projection to me.
yeah, but yeah, maybe that's maybe, yeah, yeah. Maybe it's just you seeing butt plugs and things, you know? Maybe it's just your eyes. I stand by my mushroom. It's a mushroom. Um, like you. I'm just gonna blow my nose. 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna block my mic. It's disgusting. I mean, it's funny you say that. It was because like when me and Buddy DL were working on the Gen 2 animation, there was one point where I sent him some assets and he just came back and the whole screen was just filled with butt plugs. So it was like there's basically Hunter S. Thompson falling down the portal and he was just surrounded by butt plugs that were floating all around. And I was like, I didn't give you these assets, but ADR. And he was just like, I'm sorry. I just thought it would look cool. Do you remember that, but ADR, when you did that? Yeah, he's going quiet. He's going quiet in the chat. He knows what happened. But ADR typing. Yes. It's funny you just mentioned this stuff. I saw a clip and I was like, I know this must happen a lot. But people in ER, and there was like literally a video of this guy, like you can't see the guy, you can just hear his voice, and he's talking to a nurse. It's like a reality thing, and he's basically saying he basically got a toilet brush, the handle shot like stuck up his ass. He got stuck up his butt, and he's basically trying to like make up the story that he went to go sit on the toilet and he had his pants down and he tripped and he fell and it went up there, which is usually the story. And clearly we all know what he was doing. Um, but you know, nurses have to keep a straight face and have to show decorum, so they just kind of have to sit there and go like agree with him. But yeah, had it shoved right up there. And apparently it's quite common for people to kind of come in with that kind of problem. Um, Even Ricky Gervais did a stand up where, I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but he said he had a proctologist mate who said someone came in, this guy came in with a tomato sauce bottle shoved like stuck up his rectum, and his story was that he had got home. So he got home to his house, but he'd locked his keys in the house. Like he'd forgot to take them with him. He's just done the shopping, so he basically put the shopping bags down, and then because he knew that his second story window was open, so he got like the ladder from the shed, put it against the the awning, climbs up the ladder to the second story, but then somehow during the climb his belt buckle came undone and his pants fell down, and then he fell backwards off the ladder and he landed on the shopping bag and the sauce bottle um went up his ass. But the whole punchline is the whole punchline is like at the end of the whole story, this unbelievable story, the doctor was like, "Yeah, but why is there a condom wrapped around the bottle?" So I kind of think it's a joke story, but it's pretty good when he tells it. I think it could definitely happen to anyone. I mean, you have to feel sorry for the person that some in some weird like the off chance that something like that does happen and they actually aren't doing just shoving shit up their ass. No one would believe them. Be sitting there like, hey, I did trip and fall on it. It did happen. Sure, mate.
What? Mommy. Mommy. Oh, okay.
I think we can hear Klatoshi's kids sound very cute.
Good morning. I just saw on Twitter the live drawing, and so I just joined Discord for the first time. I haven't even had coffee yet, so
Well, that's all right. It sounds like you're just woken up, but welcome, Klatoshi. Hope you're doing really well.
yeah, let me go get some coffee.
Been missing out on all the great convo.
Yeah, she probably entered the chat at just the right time when that all finished. Or it's like she leaves it on with just the kids on. They're like, she comes back, Mummy, what's a butt plug? Okay. I'm just not sure where to go from this bit. Actually, let's just do it from here. I'm just gonna create a new layer. It just says like a separate part. Pretty hot today, actually, here in Barcelona. I'm not gonna lie. Starting to heat up. Which is good. But it's also bad because like utilities are quite expensive here in Barcelona, and it's like last year my girlfriend would be like, "Don't use the aircon so much," and I'd be like, "No worries. As soon as she's out from work, it's just full blast aircon, just living the dream, and then the bills come. Yeah, just gotta be careful. Yeah, I think I might start actually. I might put a bit of the color in, because then I can do this mushroom behind everything. Um, so and we might actually get some of the we actually might do some of the line weight for all these things. Okay, I'm just going to double check what the mainly. I always forget with the Gen 1s. So it's mainly 1.5 to 1 to 2. Okay. Okay. I believe these ones should be wait. Oh, it's a bit high. But you can see what I mean when with the Gen 1s, if you put too much detail in these bits, it would actually get lost. So just gotta be careful here. I'm gonna make all these 1.3 and then build out some of them. Um, yesterday actually, I I took a bit of acid for to have a productive day, and it was only half a tab, but there were these ones that I used to think are not too strong, and I don't know what, but these ones they're stronger than I thought, and there was one point in the day where I just had to lie down for a couple of hours because yeah, I wasn't I wasn't able to draw. And I was like, this is the complete opposite of what I wanted to accomplish. But it did have some very nice visuals as I was lying there. Um, oh shit. But yeah, I need to, cause I'm starting to want to set up my full kind of streaming platform thing for the inevitable, 8 to 12 hour uh, acid live draw. The one thing I need to kind of envision is any computer issues that happen through it, and I'm gonna do a couple of like test runs where I will just do it without an audience because again, I don't want to do like hype this whole thing up, and then realize that it doesn't make for as good content as I thought halfway through, or But I definitely think it's something that will it's never really been done before, and can really help put our name on the map. And it's also something that I know piques other people's interest, because people who aren't even in the like friends of mine who aren't even in the NFT space, or not even really in the psychedelic realm, as soon as they hear of this plan, they're like, "Fuck, I would watch that." And I think that's what's going to be kind of a big point. It can bring in it can also bring in people that are not exactly in the space yet. A little bit off here. 1 second. Yeah. Okay, this gun's starting to look a little bit cooler. No. Yeah, it's true. I mean, the thing is, like, I know that some people literally watch people just sleeping. They stream sleeping. Um, so I think there is I think a lot of it also though is for me to kind of I do actually want to. It's like, I guess the educational part about it as well is like kind of, I know some people might have a vision of like what someone on acid looks like. They expect to see them kind of sitting in a corner, like, you know and just wilding out, when really, like, I think they'll be surprised at how normal I kind of tend to look and function on it. And it's also kind of why I want to show that they're not, yeah, they are powerful, but they also, some of the stories you hear are a little bit kind of dramatized or made up. Um, I was thinking as well, like, if they if they started like getting really good traction, and I was like comfortable with it, like, so, there's, I know, I'm pretty sure it's on Twitch where you can, um, people stream themselves sleeping, and if people pay a certain amount, they can like do shit to them, so they can like turn on alarms or like make shit go off in the person's room. And I was like, imagine if it'd be like during the trip, like you can control like the lighting or turn on some weird visuals for me.
People do that on TikTok live for like 12 hours straight. It's crazy. There's one account, this like Asian lady's like, looks like she's like locked in a room, and there's a whiteboard above her with pictures of like the emojis. And I don't know how it works, but like if you pay for one of these emojis to be sent, it like blares a really loud horn, or like she has to stay in there longer, and like she makes so much money from, because
Yeah,
I guess like every one of the little emojis costs the people money to send, and people's like jobs are being like literally tortured on TikTok live.
yeah. I've seen one where the guy was like just sleeping, and then if you paid a certain amount, these like all strobe lights and like brr, 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 like music would just come into his room, and he's literally is just getting tortured. Um, but yeah. Um, we could have it like you pay a certain amount and I have to like dose more, but I actually think that could get a bit dangerous. Actually, we won't do that. You pay enough, Johnny drops a strip, 100 tabs, and then
No.
yeah, I was joking. And then Johnny never comes back down to earth. goes off into orbit. See Christian in the chat as well. What up, Christian? Got his glow sticks.
How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hey, everybody. I'm here in Czech Republic now, so I've left sunny Spain, and in fact, it's actually quite sunny over here. So yeah, I've just
Nice.
got here for a month holiday, and well, say holiday, I'll be working from here as well. But I tell you what, I've put on like 4 kilos, I swear, in like 24 hours of being in this country. The food and beer is so good.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's the like signature Czech Republic dish?
I mean, they've got like it's all like very heavy meat based. So it's like the vegan's worst nightmare over here.
Yeah.
But it's not that I'm a vegan, but yeah, like I would say everything's like meat with dumplings, you know. So it's like
Yeah.
goulash, which is like stew with dumplings, or like one thing that I found I really love is they do like this crispy what they call like pork knuckles. I don't know why they call it knuckles because it's actually the knee. But yeah, it sounds not that great, but it really is great. And yeah, like I said, just all these really heavy meat dishes with like some kind of soup and some dumplings, and it's
Yeah, nice.
yeah, proper high calorie stuff. But yeah, it's great, and the beer is just amazing here.
It reminds me when I went to Morocco. Morocco is very meat centric kind of food. Not that again I complain, but like super heavy and super big portions. Like yeah.
Yeah, this is cool, man. By the way, sorry, I didn't realize you were doing a live draw, and I just I saw it pop up on your Instagram, and I was like, holy shit, I've got to go and check it out. But yeah, we're just gonna be going out for lunch actually, late lunch.
And nice. Yeah, we're just working on some of the honorary traits. There's going to be a mushroom pistol.
Oh my god, this is so cool. So is this like for one particular person that's like a big
Yes.
holder or something?
So some of our big holders who qualify for honoraries. So what will happen is they will be kind of choose their base pad based on the kind of traits that they own, so they can kind of like almost build their own base pad, and then they'll get a choice out of like specific like honorary only traits. So these traits will only exist for those holders, and then we'll build a collection out of it. So you know, in the original pads, we never had like hand traits. So you have the option to have him holding a big bong or
Oh my
joint, or
god,
again
this is
pistols.
so cool, man. Oh, I'm so excited for everyone. But I want an honorary. It's funny, man. Just before I leave, I was talking to a project owner that also has like like a variant on a Bored Ape Yacht Club sort of project on a different chain, and they're like a few months away from a similar thing, like an evolution of theirs. And I was like, oh yeah, Artist has a really cool project, and then he was showing me their mutations, and I showed them yours, and he was just like, oh shit, we got to really up our game. I was like, yeah. Well, Johnny's like on another level, man. So kudos to you. I think you made him really nervous.
Hey, that's what we like to hear. Yeah, I mean, not to toot my own horn and stuff, but I definitely like. I mean, I know a lot of work went into Gen 2, but it was also something where like I really kind of wanted to like kind of showcase what I feel I can do in terms of a generative project, and I really kind of wanted to raise the bar. So when I hear stuff like that, it really feels good. So that's cool. Yeah. It'd be funny if
Yeah, man.
it'd be
Yeah,
funny
you
if
smashed it, man. Everyone knows that you're the don at this.
uh
Johnny, I gotta go because my wife's shouting at me. So that's not a good thing. But yeah, just want to stop by and say hello to everyone, and yeah, it's looking sick, dude.
Thank you very much, Christian. Appreciate it, brother. And yeah, enjoy Czech Republic, and yeah, try and come back. Not too much, too heavier. You know, just be careful. Be careful out there. Okay, so with this top kind of periscope thing, I'm actually going to raise it up a bit, because I think it looks better like that. It's starting to take some shape. Again, guys, I'm just making it pink. Just ignore the colors that are going in now. It's not necessarily going to be pink. It's usually will be gold probably. I love making gold weapons. And I'm just going to grab this and pop it behind. That's cool to
Where's the
hear.
holder Discord channel? Like, where do I verify my pads in Discord? Am I not seeing that? Don't stop what you're doing, Johnny, if you have to not.
Okay.
Oh, here,
Wait.
I got it. Pad verify. I got it. What bot? Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, you would have found
Yeah.
it quicker than me.
Well, I was like
You would have.
laying in bed. I hadn't even got out of bed and I saw your tweet and I was like, I had just downloaded Discord onto this new device. I don't think well, I got locked out because I broke my device that has 2FA on it. So I had to start a lot of new accounts again. So I just downloaded Discord the other day and here I am now in your Discord. I'll just verify.
We are glad to have you.
Yeah. I have my coffee
Um.
now. I'm outside, so the kids can't see butt plugs. Um,
Well, I mean, I was just drawing this gun here, but apparently Bot EDR believes that it's actually a butt plug. But you know what? I think that's just on him. I think that's just some repressed feelings within
Maybe it's
himself
a
that
dual purpose gun. Maybe it's got two jobs to do.
that's it actually. That's it. You know, it doubles as something else. But
Yeah.
I think Bot EDR just got some repressed stuff that he needs to work through, and it's okay. This is a safe space, Bot EDR.
Yeah,
Just to let you
explore
know,
your pleasures.
that's it. Explore it. Maybe it's like a psilocybin butt plug that once inserted injects psilocybin straight into that
Yeah, just
area.
boof it.
Just boof it
Have
straight in.
that. I'm not doing that again.
I have not psychedelics, something else I have tried. I've tried it once, and yeah, it wasn't something that I would try again as well.
Yeah, I did it with MDMA. I'm not trying to do that again.
I mean, we all have to have tried it. You know, you all have to just give it one shot. And then as soon as you kind of do it, you're like, you know, orally just works as well. So I don't know why I'm doing it.
Well, actually, like early on when marijuana became medical in where I live, I actually had a medical card just because I really wanted to get my hands on more weed. Um, And when I was there, like I was like blown, like really naive. I'm pretty sheltered, I suppose. Like I don't know what it's like in California and Colorado, but it would probably blow my mind. But when the first time I was in a dispensary out here in Massachusetts, like all the options that they were offering, I was like, that you don't have that as a product. Like, and she's like, oh, so we have suppositories, they are tampons, and they're, 80 something percent THC or something crazy. Um,
Kids.
and yeah, THC tampons fuck you up. And I went back, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be getting those anytime soon. I like need a week to recover.
Kids.
Now
I
I'm not as
mean,
adventurous. I go with the strains I like. I'm normally like Right now I'm smoking platinum, garlic, and guava jelly, but I just stick to the strains I like. I don't really branch out anymore.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I mean, I guess the one thing like I'm a little bit jealous is, you know, us guys will never be able to experience what it's like to um have a THC tampon because we're just not equipped
Well,
that
try
way.
up your butt, then you would know. Be kind of the same.
Yeah, yeah, but then it wouldn't it expand? Wouldn't it expand? I'm like,
Yes, it would. I don't know. You could try it in your ear hole. I if you didn't want to up your butt. You could just suck
uh,
on it like a lollipop.
yeah. They'd be like, why are you walking around like? Why do you have a string coming out of your mouth?
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, I just noticed the time, guys. I'm just gonna go a little bit longer, and then we'll kind of might start to wrap this up. We're definitely not gonna finish this asset off in the live draw, but at least you guys can see how it is looking. Again, as well, when we get the form ready as well for uh, the 50 plus holders, we will also again put up in the chat, you know, a suggestion area because you can kind of see the direction of things I'm going in. So you know, if you guys have suggestions for, and you know, let your imagination run wild. You know, again, we've got a psilocybin butt plug gun here. You know, that's just a kind of example of what we're creating. But you can come up with anything. You know,
Just
and
don't name the metadata that because OpenSea might not like that trait.
yeah,
Metadata
yeah.
just reads butt plug, and everyone's
Oh yeah,
like, yes, 1E floor for that trait.
yeah. Or like how about one of them is just gold. So it's like
Yes.
the golden psilocybin butt plug,
It has
28th
to
floor.
say a butt plug now. I'm sorry, Johnny. It's not a gun.
Yeah. Thanks, bot ADR. Appreciate it.
So I have a really fancy chicken. I got her in March, and she was really kind of expensive versus like other chickens. And now that she's getting older, like her new feathers are like coming in, and she just jumped in front of me. I don't know if you can hear the chickens. I'm outside with them, but like
Yeah, I can hear him.
she's literally teal. Like she's black, but when the sun catches her, she's like teal colored, like a peacock. She's
That
really
is.
pretty. She's got these long black chicken feet, and I just never like. She just looks like she's just like this little shiny sapphire. She's
How many
being a little
chickens?
scared.
How many chickens you
At
got?
13.
13 chickens. Jeez.
Yeah, on average, one chicken lays 247 eggs a year. So 247 times 13. That's a lot of chicken eggs. Chicken math
Oh,
is real too, so 13 becomes 30 really quick.
and
So
surely, I mean,
some of
surely you don't eat all the eggs. Like you must give some of them away, or
yeah, yeah, and some of our birds are meat birds, dual purpose birds. They're trying to eat my toes right now because I have red nail polish on. They think it's a treat. They like the color
that,
red.
that is cute.
It's not cheaper than buying eggs, having chickens. They're really still just as expensive. It got really expensive for eggs here. I don't know if where you are they did, but it was like, $15 for half a dozen eggs. I'm not even kidding. And
It.
people were like, let's get chickens. It's cheaper. You have chickens forever. I'm like, do you know how much these fucking things eat? How much chick feed you have to get? And then
But
like all the supplies for them, and they can get
but
sick really easily.
can't
Kind of
you?
difficult.
But can't you like? Aren't they also like kind of like garbage disposals that you can just can you feed them scraps or not really?
Yeah. Well, just not avocado skins. They can't eat avocado skins, but they can eat quite a bit. Like they eat the bugs and they're like just out here. Like they're not really in a cage or anything. So they're eating what's underneath the grass and the leaves and stuff. They're free range. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do eat bugs and stuff, but they still need like supplemental feed because they're just probably eating each other. I
And
don't know. Maybe
what's
they would
and
just
what
walk away.
and what's the supplemental feed like? What is it?
So I get like an organic blend that's just like it it's got like protein and oyster shells and I don't actually know. I didn't read the whole packet. It just said it was organic chick feed for young chickens. So they need that until they're like 20 something weeks, which I think they are now.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, fuck you. He just really got my toe that time. They're dinosaurs. Like if you watch chickens, like you just understand that they're dinosaurs.
Yeah, little raptors, little velociraptors.
Hmm. Freaks. Had that conversation with my daughter recently. What came first, chicken or the egg? Did not go well. We resorted to Google. Google just told us that one chicken type bird and another type chicken bird made a baby egg one day that somehow mutated its DNA to make a chicken. So technically, like the egg came first. And my
Yeah, okay.
daughter was just not satisfied with that answer. So one of my children believe we evolved from chickens, the other one believes we evolved from tadpoles. So
Okay.
we're gonna leave it like that until they're older.
Leave it at that. I like it.
Yeah.
Just gonna save this. Yeah, 30-foot chicken. That's literally what the big dinosaurs were. Um, okay, I'm just going to see how it looks against, and then we might start to wrap the stream up because I need to go eat some lunch. I'm just going to group this. Let's see how it sits. Yeah, so it's starting to look pretty cool. So basically sit kind of there. I mean, it's going to have some kind of wires and stuff going off, but it's definitely going to look almighty NFT creator. Wait, Ills, are you saying so cool I want to the Shroomy butt plug for merch? Or are you saying that for the gun? Or are you saying that for both? No comment. Ah, fuck, you guys make me laugh. But again, guys, we might kind of start to wrap it up here, but I think we did quite a lot in that one actually. Um, so I'll finish this one off today, and I'll show you guys a finished product next live draw, a bunch with a few other traits. But obviously got kind of the glasses. We're starting to kind of collect a few more traits now as well. But once that form's kind of put out, you get your base pads, and then we'll start building them out. And you guys will have the options to kind of choose how your honoraries are looking. There'll also be kind of backgrounds and stuff like that as well. But I have to say again, guys, thank you for joining the stream in the live draw. I mean, this is also why I love the live draw. Not only do I get to kind of share what I'm doing with you guys, but the conversation it never bores. It always meanders somewhere crazy, and I absolutely love it. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Watch the merch store when we open for the Shroomy butt plug coming to you soon. And Ills will snap that up pretty quick by the looks of it. It's been a pleasure as always, guys. Thanks again for joining. Thanks for keeping me company. Thanks for the banter. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon.